PM Modi Thursday thanked Qatar Amir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani for the release of 8 ex-Indian Navy personnel, saying India was gratified to see them return home in a bilateral meeting. While no agreement was signed during the visit, government officials said Modi's engagements in Qatar would help further deepen India's cooperation with Qatar in a range of areas including trade, investment, energy and regional security. In his meetings in Doha, Modi also discussed the ongoing conflict in West Asia, emphasizing the need to uphold peace and stability in the region and beyond. We reviewed the full range of India-Qatar relations and discussed ways to deepen cooperation across various sectors. Our nations also look forward to collaborating in futuristic sectors which will benefit our planet, said Modi in a post on X after the meeting. A day after filing her nomination for Rajya Sabha from Rajasthan, former Congress chief Sonia Gandhi on Thursday wrote an emotional letter to the people of her Lok Sabha constituency Raebareli, explaining her inability to contest elections due to health reasons. Letter triggers speculation that her daughter Priyanka could contest upcoming Lok Sabha elections from constituency. Maharashtra Assembly Speaker Rahul Narvekar rules out as NCP lead by Deputy CM Ajit Pawar is a real NCP as he dismissed several petitions seeking disqualification of MLAs from rival NCP faction. National Conference is a part of India Bloc and will continue to be and is in talks with Congress for an arrangement in 3 of 6 Lok Sabha seats in J&K and Ladakh, party leader Umar Khalid clarifies. His statement came shortly after NC Chief Farooq Abdullah said the party would contest Lok Sabha polls and possible assembly polls on its own. BJP Thursday fielded former MP Sanjay Seth as its 8th candidate in UP on the last day of nomination, with 11 candidates in the fray of 10 UP seats. Seth's nomination dashed SP's hopes of getting its 3 candidates elected unopposed. Chhattisgarh Minister Brij Mohan Agarwal has said an anti-conversion bill titled Freedom of Religion Amendment Bill will be introduced during the current session to check the many forces at work to alter the state's demography. RBI curbs on Paytm payment banks may not cause significant disruptions as 8.1 crore users of total 9 crore have linked UPI to accounts with other banks. Also, 70% of services of Paytm do not have bank accounts with the payments bank. Supreme Court on Thursday struck down as the unconstitutional the electoral bond scheme introduced by BJP government in 2018 that allowed big-ticket anonymous corporate contributions to the political parties. It directed State Bank of India to immediately stop issuing bonds and furnish up-to-date details of such contributions since April 19 for publication on Election Commission's website by March 13. A bench of CJI DY Chandrachud and Justices Sanjeev Khanna, B.R. Gavai, J.B. This and This unanimously rejected the central rationale of the electoral bond scheme needs to protect the identity of donors to save them from possible harassment and ruled that voters could not be kept in the dark about used donations to political parties when money played a significant role in elections. The bench held that secret corporate funding of political parties, possibly for a quid pro quo, breached voters' right to information, adversely impacted purity of free and fair elections and polluted democracy by disturbing political equality in polls. Amendments enacted to ensure the anonymity and non-disclosure were arbitrary, it ruled. Though anonymous in their rejection of the bond scheme, the bench put across its stand through 2 separate but concurring verdicts, one written by the CJI and the other by Justice Khanna. The order did not interfere with the existing scheme of allowing anonymous donations to political parties up to an amount of rupees 20,000 by an individual or company. Contributions through checks, drafts and bank transfers by corporate entities and duly reflected in the party statements to EC would not be affected by this ruling, the court clarified. What it stopped was in unlimited anonymous contribution by the companies. Apart from full disclosure, the court also brought back the 13 cap of 7.5% of average net profit of the company in the last 3 years on corporate donations. From 85 to 2013, it was 5% of the average net profit. Justice Chandrachud, writing the judgment for himself, and Justices Gavai, Pardiwala and Mishra and Justices Khanna in a concurring judgment invalidated the bond scheme and enabling amendments carried out in Finance Act 2017, Representation of the People Act, Companies Act and Income Tax Act. It may take you longer to get past Delhi's heavily fortified borders on Friday, and metro may be a safer bet with curbs and checks likely to be stepped up because of the Grameen Bharat Bandh called by SKM. Police in Gurgaon and Ghaziabad did not issue any advisory for Friday, but Noida police said there will be additional checks at DND flyover, Chila and Kalindi Kunj. Meanwhile, the third round of talks between three union ministers and leaders of farmers union continued till late on Thursday in Chandigarh. Punjab CM Bhagwant Mann also joined the meeting. For the second year in succession, Delhi government will not be able to present its annual budget before the Legislative Assembly on the given date. While government had last year blamed bureaucracy for keeping it in the dark over queries raised by Union Home Ministry forcing it to postpone tabling of the budget by a day, it did not offer any reason this time. We are not blaming the centre for it. There has been no delay for LG side, Delhi Finance Minister Atishi told the Assembly Thursday. Government said MHA's approval and presidential assent might take 10 to 15 days, which made Atishi propose extending the budget session, which began on Thursday, until February end or March first week. I estimate that the budget won't be presented before February 25, Atishi said. The one-time settlement of water bills planned by Delhi government for consumers of Delhi Jal Board has been blocked by the additional Chief Secretary of the Urban Development Department, Minister Saurabh Bhardwaj, claimed on Thursday. The state government has announced clemency plans to redress faulty water bills and help lock Rupees 1400 crore in revenue for DJP. Bhardwaj said the one-time settlement scheme was conceived to provide relief in water bills to 10 lakh DJP consumers. The Urban Development Department ACS was directed to propose this to the cabinet, but he outrightly refused to do so. The Urban Development Minister added the ACS was informed that the comments of the Finance Minister regarding the scheme has not been received, but they refused to acknowledge them, stating that the Finance Ministry meant the Principal Secretary of the Finance Department, not the Minister. Bhardwaj said that around 10 lakh of the 27 lakh water consumers have not paid their bills because they believed the bills were higher than actual water usage. This had also led to a dip in the water utilities revenue. The minister said that there were indeed dispensaries in the reading based on which the water bills were generated. This problem increased significantly during the COVID period because meter readers did not visit homes and the bills were instead based on the average usage, he said. The 10-kilometer Hindon elevated road, touted as the longest bridge in the country built on a single pier, is likely to be called Ram Setu soon. A proposal tabled by Mayor Sunita Dayal was passed by the Executive Committee of the Ghaziabad Municipal Corporation on Thursday. It will now be discussed at GMC's next board meeting and implemented after it gives its approval. In the 100-member GMC, the proposal to rename the bridge is likely to sail through. The BJP's tally has increased from 66 to 72 after 5 opposition councillors and 1 independent switched over. The proposal comes week after the GMC board gave its note to rename Ghaziabad as Ghaznagar or Harnandi Nagar. It also comes after the heels of the consecration ceremony of Ram Temple in Ayodhya. The elevated road in the city is landmark, so it's only fitting decision to name it after Lord Ram. Against the backdrop of the consecration ceremony in Ayodhya, the Setu is an example of government continued commitment towards preserving the country's glorious past, the mayor said. The elevated road, whose construction started during the Samajwadi Party regime, was inaugurated by Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath in 2018. Now that the Executive Committee has passed the proposal, it will be discussed at the next GMC board meeting. The bridge will be renamed only if the board backs the proposal, Municipal Commissioner Vikramaditya Singh Malik said. Come December, commuters from Delhi, Noida and Ghaziabad will not have to take the congested Mathura road to head towards Agra or the newly built stretch of Mumbai Expressway. The entire 59-kilometer stretch from DND Flyway to Delhi-Mumbai Expressway will be opened for traffic by the end of the year, Road Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari has said. Gadkari conducted a physical inspection of the 33-kilometer stretch between DND Flyway and Ballabgarh bypass on Wednesday with the top officials and local leaders. The 26-kilometer road from Ballabgarh to Sohna on Delhi-Mumbai Expressway was opened for traffic in March 23. The three packages are being built with an investment of rupees 7,000 crore including land value and civil construction. Besides providing direct connectivity to Delhi-Mumbai Expressway, the link from DND Flyway can be used to commuters to reach Palwal in just 30 minutes. Mathura Road, which is currently the only major road for vehicles heading towards Faridabad, Palwal, Agra and beyond, will be decongested as well, said a senior NHAI official. Moreover, completion of this link will mean to the people travelling from UP to Uttarakhand can drive non-stop to Mumbai taking the Delhi-Dehradun and Delhi-Meerut Expressway, but this will be a reality next year, sources said. Delhi-Dehradun and Delhi-Mumbai stretches are set to be fully operational by 2025. Speaking to reporters after inspection of ongoing work, Gadkari said Delhi is facing problems of both air pollution and congestion. This is not good for the capital city of our country. That's why we have undertaken massive road development work to improve traffic flow and air pollution. We have so far completed projects worth rupees 30,000 crore and projects with an investment of another 35,000 crore will be completed in 24-25, he added. On the two other major projects, the minister, while 85% is complete in the case of Urban Extension Road 2 and the Dwarka Expressway project is nearly completion, we have requested the PM to inaugurate the completed package of UER 2 and Dwarka Expressway. I hope that in the next 10 to 12 days we will get him time and inaugurate these roads, the minister said. It is the prime obligation of all, particularly those in position of power and authority, to exemplify respect for law by their conduct. Those in authority cannot take to dilated tactics or demonstrations, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar said on Thursday, laying the foundation stone of a boys' hostel at Delhi University's Hindu College as part of its 125th anniversary celebrations. College principal Anju Srivastav said that the construction of new hostel, which will accommodate 500 plus boys and is estimated to cost over rupees 65 crore, will start soon and it can be used from the academic session 26. She said that a new faculty block and a library expansion are nearing completion. 65 new permanent teachers have been appointed too. This institution has been witness to India's freedom struggle and has contributed to it. It has a rich legacy of serving the nation and blooming nationalism, Dhankar said. As he awarded gold medals to 8 meritorious students, he also presented the Sarthak Samman to philanthropist alumni of DU. Dhankar released a coffee table book titled Memories of Another Day. संस्मारों में हिंदू and unsealed a commemorative coin. Unsealed a commemorative coin. Addressing the students, he said, the youth of today, the youth of Amritkal, are marathon runners of Bharat 2047. This march to Viksit Bharat must be your passion, mission or goal. He urged the students to respect constitutional law, as that would mean one's respect for nationalism, democracy and meritocracy for curbing corruption. Dhankar further underlined that India is the cusp of technological revolution. It is shaping all facets of the Indian economy and our lives too. But we must remain responsible and cautious in our usage of disruptive technology, he added. Talking about how our systems has remained plowed with corruption and patronage, Dhankar said, corruption and patronage are the worst killers of our young mind. They are antithetical to merit and stability. Young people have it because they feel cheated by corruption, nepotism and favoritism. Boys and girls Now there is a sea change, a change for the better. Founded in 1889 by Krishna Dasji Gurwale, the Hindu college premises on Thursday was teeming with students in ethnic wear, soaking in the celebratory mood, posing near the front lawns. A group of girls set the stage on the fire with their graceful Bharatanatyam performance. On Wednesday, the college conducted the Quasi-Sentinel March, a ceremony flag off of the march graced by actor and alumnus Arjun Rampal, Vidhu Jamwal, Amy Jackson and college staff. The decorated four Tabelu jeeps in the march provided a visual narrative of Hindu college journey from its humble beginning at Kinari Bazaar at its current location in the North Campus. It showcased recent infrastructural developments and illustrious alumni who have been winners of the awardees. Padma awardees. Padma awardees. Padma awardees. Amid frequent disruptions by the opposition, Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena on Thursday listed out the achievements of Delhi government to the Legislative Assembly on the opening day of the budget session and said it was working with dedication and sincerity to transform Delhi into a world-class city. In his 26-minute address to the House, BJP and AAP legislators interrupted the LG 10 times despite frequent requests by Speaker Ramnivas Goyal to let the customary speech, which reflects the viewpoint of the government, he completed. 7 of the 8 BJP MLAs except Leader of the Opposition Ramveer Singh Bidhuri were marshalled out by the Speaker. In his address, the LG said Delhi had achieved remarkable milestones across various socio-economic sectors and was making all-out efforts in every field of development. With its robust economic fundamentals, the LG said Delhi's economy expanded to 9% in 23 as compared to a national growth of 7%, while the per capita income of Delhi was nearly 2.5 times higher than that of the country. Talking about the work done in the education sector, Saxena said 15 new state-run schools had been opened in 23 academic year, and since science stream was introduced in 19 schools. He added that with long-term investment in sports infrastructure, 11 players from the capital won medals in the Asian Games 23 held in Zhangzhou, China, while Delhi topped the medal tally with 127 medals in National School Games 23-24. In the health sector, the LG said 5 lakh citizens availed of free treatment, surgery and diagnostic services through identified private hospitals under the Delhi Arogya Coach scheme. Saxena said the ambient air quality in the capital had improved and the number of good air days had gone up from 157 to 206. The LG said the water supply augmented by 13% during the last 10 years. He added that 93% households of Delhi now had access to piped water supply, while 82% households were connected to sewage network. It may take you longer to get past Delhi's heavily fortified borders on Friday, and Delhi Metro may be a safer bet if you have an appointment to keep. Curbs and checks are likely to be stepped up because of the Gramin Bharat Bandh called by the Samyukt Kisan Morcha and backed by other farmer groups. Police in Gurgaon and Ghaziabad which have two of the busiest borders with Delhi and at Shirhole and UP Gate, did not issue any advisory for Friday morning, but Noida police did, saying there would be additional checks at the 3 borders with Delhi at DND Flyway, Chilla and Kalindi Kunj. There will be traffic pressure which could lead to snarls. We will have to divert traffic through internal roads. Anil Kumar Yadav, DCP Traffic, told Thursday. He also urged commuters to use the metro. Section 144 of the CRPC banning gatherings of more than 5 people was imposed across Noida on Thursday. Nimish Patil, DCP in Ghaziabad, said they would take the additional measures at UP Gate should farmer march up to there. We will wait and watch for now. There will definitely be more cops at the UP Gate on Friday, he added. Rajya Sabha elections for 10 seats of UP is said to be thriller, but with BJP on Thursday fielding former MP Sanjay Seth as its eighth candidate on the last day of nomination, a shrewd move aimed at dashing Samajwadi Party's hope to get its three nominees elected unopposed. With 11 candidates in the fray now of 10 vacant seats from the inside states quota, voting will now take place on February 27. Seth, a prominent real estate developer, turned up UP Assembly to submit his nomination papers along with BJP State Chief Bhupendra Chaudhary, Deputy CM Keshav Maurya and Minister Suresh Khanna, Jitin Prasada and Ashish Patel. Seth was earlier elected to Rajya Sabha in 2016 as an SP candidate but switched over to BJP later and represented the Saffron Party in the House between 19 and 22. BJP's other 7 candidates, RPN Singh, Naveen Jain, this also filed their nominations on Wednesday. Given UP Assembly's current strength of 399 MLAs, each candidate will require the support of at least 37 MLAs to get elected. Hence, the 8 BJP candidates will require an accumulated strength of 296 votes. NDA currently has a strength of 277 MLAs. BJP this, Apna Dal this and this. With RLD 9 MLAs and Raja Bhaiya's Jansatta Dal Loktantrik 2 being inclined in favor of NDA, BJP will still be 8 votes short to get its 8th candidate elected. However, BJP's move have heightened the worries of SP, which has 108 MLAs and is expected to receive the support of 2 Congress MLAs, taking its tally to 1110. This will still one short to the required strength of 111 to ensure election of the 3 candidates Jaya Bachchan, Ramjilal Suman and Alok Ranjan. The SP lone MLA is yet to announce his party stand amid indications that party may direct him to abstain. All eyes will be on possibility of cross voting, and if that happens, it could sharpen the square off between ND and SP. Bengali actor parliamentarian Mimi Chakraborty handed on Thursday her resignation as a Trinamool MP to Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, explaining that politics is not my cup of tea. She is among 4 TMC MPs from Tinseltown, including Nusrat Jahan Dev and Shatabdi Roy. Following a 15-minute meeting with Banerjee in her assembly office, Mimi conveyed her reluctance to stand as a candidate in upcoming Lok Sabha polls. Although the CM has not accepted her resignation, Mimi expressed her wish to remain a worker and not a leader. The MP for Jadavpur constituency has faced criticism from local leaders regarding the progress of development work in the area. I had to often hear that I failed to deliver since I am an actor, but I am a number 1 in spending MPLADS funds. If you check the official website, you will find it. I do not brag, she said. National Conference announcement to go alone in J&K and Ladakh shocked Congress, which was assured of the allies' commitment to India bloc after a meeting this week, and even ignored a stray warning from insiders about Abdullah's wavering on the tie-up. Congress spokesperson Jairam Ramesh's reaction to Farooq Abdullah Shokar insinuated extraneous pressure on the J&K outfit. NC is with India. Different parties have different compulsions, but we are confident that NC and PDP will remain in India, he said. May in the party claimed a link between the ED notice to Abdullah Senior and his announcement. Amar Abdullah later tried to mitigate the shock to Congress and clarified on Thursday that it was in talks with Congress for an arrangement in the 3 of 6 Lok Sabha seats in J&K and Ladakh. Congress nomination for Ashok Singh from MP for Rajya Sabha marked a climb down for Rahul Gandhi, who was pushing for former MP and confident Meenakshi Natarajan for the upper house. The advantage for Singh was that became a sort of joint candidate of Digvijay Singh and Kamal Nath, while the central leadership is learned to have stuck to Natarajan for elevation. Singh's profile is intriguing as he has lost 4 consecutive Lok Sabha elections from Gwalior, even though it is urged in his defense that he came second by close margins in the tough constituency. But what became his calling card was that he has been pathologically opposed to former party insider Jyotiraditya Scindia. This testimonial seems to have clinched his case since his party is looking to rebuild in the Gwalior Chambal region after Scindia's exit and defeat of key leaders in the recent assembly polls. That he is in OBC only boosted this claim. What? As talks between centre and agitating farmers of Punjab and Haryana resumed, government sources on Thursday shared data which showed farmers from both the states benefited immensely from increased procurement of paddy and wheat at minimum support price, as well as from multiple farm schemes during the last 10 years under NDA compared to the previous 10-year-old period when UPA was in power. Data compiled by different ministries shows that total procurement of paddy in Punjab in 10 years of UPA was this and this. Completion of comparative figures released by government sources it attempt to send a message to agitating farmers from both the state that the NDA government consistently increased MSP and procurement to ensure benefits to the producers. Traditionally, Punjab and Haryana have accounted for the bulk of procurement in the country, also driven by efforts of the government in the two states. CBI questions Dubai businessman Hiranandani in cash for query. Row. A Special Prevention of Money Laundering Act court remanded former CM Hemant Soren in judicial custody for 14 days as Birsa Munda Central Jail on Thursday at the end of his third period of enforcement directed custody of 3 days. In the morning, ED produced Soren in court and asked that he has been sent to prison. ED has interrogated Soren for 13 days after PMLA court remanded him in ED custody for 5 days each on February 2 and 7. And for 3 days on Monday, Soren resigned as CM on January 31, after which he was arrested by ED in an alleged land scam case involving around 8 crore in Ranchi's bargain circle. Advocate General Rajiv Ranjan, who appeared on behalf of Soren, said a bail petition under PMLA Section 45 would be filed soon. Shortly after Supreme Court struck down the electoral bond as unconstitutional, BJP on Thursday defended the scheme, saying it was started with laudable objective of bringing the transparency in poll funding. The party, however, said it respects Supreme Court verdict. The electoral bond scheme was brought in transparency in electoral funding and reduced inflow of the cash during elections. Even donors want secrecy. This is not the only effort PM Modi has made to bring more transparency in the election process. Senior BJP leader Ravi Shankar Prasad at a press conference said that party will give a detailed response after a comprehensive study of judgment which runs into the 100 pages. Dubbing electoral bond scheme an instance of personal corruption by PM Modi, Congress said Supreme Court judgment has confirmed that BJP government has turned bonds into a conduct for bribes and commissions. Others such as Trinamool Congress, AAP, left parties JM, DMK, AIDMK and RJD too welcomed the verdict. Congress also expressed apprehension that government may bring in an ordinance to overrule the judgment and bring back the scheme in some form. Rahul Gandhi said, sell airport cheaply, receive electoral bonds, sell mines cheaply, receive electoral bonds, sell land cheaply, receive electoral bonds. Modi, who gave the slogan, I will not allow the country to be sold, is ready to sell every national resource for election donations. But the farmer should not even ask for a minimum support price on his crop because the farmers does not give electoral bonds. It's a strange irony. CPM, the only party to challenge scheme in Supreme Court, said it always believed the bonds were unscrupulous and designed to help the ruling party. Party General Secretary Sitaram Yechuris and CPM had declared it would not accept electoral bonds as it legalized corruption. Trinamool said people had the right to know the source of funding of political parties. RJD said it will strengthen the democracy and increase people's faith in the system. The judgment will also ensure the electoral funding process becomes transparent. AAP Minister Atishi said the verdict was welcome because every voter has the right to know whether the party they were voting for was working in the interest of their voters or those it had taken funds from. JM spokesperson Supriyo Bhattacharya called the verdict historic, even as he expressed apprehension that the Modi government might bypass the order through an ordinance. Tamil Nadu CM M.K. Stalin said the judgment restored democracy besides ensuring the public to have faith in the system. AIDMK General Secretary Idapi K. Palaniswamy said huge sums are raised through bonds. Those parties are surpassing us and suppressing us and trying to destroy us with their money power. TDP welcomed the verdict and said YSRCP to reveal details of funds it allegedly received through this route. Troubleshooters. It was high drama at dusk. Soon after he worked a ball to mid-on, Ravindra Jadeja on 99 took off a single before suddenly changing his mind. Responding to the partner's call, Sarfaraz Khan, batting beautifully on debut for a stroke-filled 62, scampered too far and was left stranded at the non-striker's end even as England's pacer Mark Wood hit bullseye. The loss of a crucial wicket due to a needless mix-up late on day one upset keeper Rohit Sharma, who was stroked a fighting century 131. As Sarfaraz fell, a frustrated Rohit was seen throwing his cap in the dressing room. On the other hand, England, rattled by Sarfaraz's turning counter-attack, could not be mightily revealed to net the impressive-looking 26-year-old in his lucky fashion going into day 2. It gives them a foot in the door, especially with a new ball in their hands. The after effect of the setback for India was when moments later Jadeja reached his century, his second at his home. The celebrations were muted though the trademark sword wielding stayed. Later the all-rounder apologized to Sarfaraz on the social media for running him out. Till that unfortunate dismissal, Sarfaraz has dominated a 77-run stand in 100 balls for the 5th wicket, with Jadeja watching the fun from the other end.